it's Megan. It's Thursday, which is really weird for me to be filming after work because usually I'm just like, just like take off my bra, put on my PJs, and like curl up in bed or make dinner or something. But today I was feeling extra inspired. I don't know why. I'm on like kind of the fourth day of like mild sleep deprivation, so I think I'm just like at this point an insane person, and like I don't even know which way is up and what's funny and what's not, so I am just like living right now and enjoying every moment. But before I crash, I thought that I would share with you guys my current favorites because I've had some stuff over the past, I think I haven't done a current favorite since like Thanksgiving-ish, so like 2 months. So I have some beauty things and some clothing things and then some entertainment stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. So recently I have really been liking a foundation combination layering type of thing. So I want a foundation that covers well and lasts throughout my workday, but that doesn't look like a mask, that isn't too glowy, that isn't too matte. So I've been mixing together my Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation with my L'Oreal Pro Matte, which you would think would be like really heavy and really just like mask-like, but you just use like a little bit of each. I use like a little squeeze of the Pro Matte, and then I do about 1 pump, if not like between half a pump and a full pump of the Smashbox. I really like both of these foundations on their own, but I really like them together as well. But if I want a little bit more of a glow to my skin, I've been adding the Estee Edit Flash Illuminator as a primer basically. So this I've used in the past as like a cream highlighter, so on top of my foundation, but lately I've been using it as a primer and I really like it because it adds, I put it on the same brush, so I've been using the e.l.f. blending brush, which is like this cute little, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting shape for a foundation brush, and it's nice because it gets like around your nose well, and you can even do under your eyes. And I'm like so paranoid that my camera is like dying because it happened to me last time I filmed, but I put the Flash Illuminator on my brush first and then mostly concentrate it on like my cheek area, but also bring it like pretty much all over the rest of my face, and then I'll put my foundations on the same brush. So even though the priming like glowy part is underneath, I still have a little bit on the brush when I'm doing my foundation. So it's just a really nice like combo and layering of all these products. I just wore these two mixed together today. I really like it, and like I said, it's important to me for it to last throughout the day because I don't like touch up or anything like that while I'm at work. So I've been really liking that, and pretty much what I hope to do this year with like beauty and spending and stuff is pretty much not buy anything. So I am not on like an official no buy, or I'm not on a spending ban or something, but I'm just being as conscious and mindful as possible as I can with my spending in all aspects of my life. But since I've been really off the deep end and overboard with beauty in the past and just spending gobs and gobs of money on stuff that I really didn't need, I am trying to just use the things that I have and rediscover old things. And like none of these are especially old to me, but it's just fun to find new ways to use them. So I've really been liking that. For lip products, these are two kind of new things to me. The first one is the Bite Beauty Lush Lip Tint in Lychee, and this was something that Chloe gave me for Christmas, and I love it. I love the packaging, first of all, just like really sleek, and I love the color, I love the sheerness, and I love the smell of this. It smells like, I don't even know, like tropical fruit or something. So it's just this nice like nudish pink color, and the bee in the middle is basically just like a balm, and I don't know, it feels so good. It's so moisturizing, it smells so amazing, and it looks really pretty on the lips. It is basically the same color as my lips, just a little bit pinker, and I've been obsessed with this. So over the past like month or so, it rolled all the way down. That's how much I've used, and this is how much I have left. so I have pretty much left of it, thank God, but I would definitely repurchase this in the future. Really good ingredients, awesome brand. I love every single thing about this, and I just really like how easy it is, how moisturizing and comfortable it feels on the lips, and the smell. And similar to that, I got this Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick. I don't know where the heck this came from, to be quite honest. I don't remember where I received this, but this is in the color Pink Grapefruit, and again, this has such an amazing fruity smell, and I'm not like super into fruit or anything, but I do like fruity smells, and maybe I'm getting more into fruit because Michael loves fruit so much and I've been exposed to so many more fruit flavored things lately, but it smells really good. The color is really pretty. My hands are so dry, you guys. Like, my knuckles were bleeding yesterday because they were so dry, and I'm trying to put hand cream on like crazy, but they just look so ugly. So this is the Pink Grapefruit Neutrogena, and then this, which basically doesn't look like too much of anything, is the Bite Beauty Lychee. But kind of funny story leading into my next product, which is a perfume. This was also a present from Chloe for Christmas. This is the Jimmy Choo Illicit, which I've been loving. I love it so much. It's like, I don't even know. It's just everything. Like, it's warm and fruity, but like sensual, but like daytime, but nighttime. It's everything. I love it. But I keep pretty much like these lip products and this perfume and a bunch of other things in like the side pocket of my purse, and so I just reach in and I like apply pretty much whatever I pick out by not even looking. And I accidentally picked out my Jimmy Choo Illicit, and this was when I was visiting Alyssa this past weekend, and I was like distracted, like I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing, and I put my Jimmy Choo on as a lipstick. And I realized it right away because like the smell, obviously, you can smell it when it's that close to your face, but I had already applied it. Oh my God, I almost like ripped my lips off. Like, I was so freaked out. So I tried to get it off as much as I could. We had just seen La La Land, so we were in the movie theater, and I was like, oh my God, it was like getting on my lip, like on my tongue and in my mouth. And so I thought I got it all off, but then I applied the Neutrogena over it, which helped neutralize it at the time. But I put this on the other night, 2 nights ago, right before my mom and I saw 21 Pilots, who were amazing. Oh my God, what a great concert. And so I put this on, and I couldn't wait to have like the delicious smell all on my lips, and it still had the Jimmy Choo taste to it. So I was just like, it brought back this like terrible memory of putting this on my lips. And I told my mom the story, and she was like, oh, it's like when Elf was in Macy's or Gimbel's, and the lady's like, passion fruit spray, and he sprays it in his mouth. Oh my God, it literally is awful to get perfume in your mouth, and I've never actually applied it to my lips. Highly, like, that is so ill-advised. Do not recommend. Do not do that. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. So that is my little announcement, and hopefully no one else does that because it's awful. I have some skincare stuff. This is basically a lazy girl's dream product. So this is the Paula's Choice Resist Optimal Results Hydrating Cleanser. So I have been extremely lazy lately. Like I said, sleep deprived. I was at Alyssa's this past weekend. We didn't get much sleep. Come home, I had 2 concerts 2 nights in a row, so I am extremely tired, extremely lazy, and when I get home, I just want to take off my makeup and go straight to sleep. So I didn't want to do like a separate makeup removal step. I just wanted a product that I could remove my makeup with and then immediately use it again to cleanse my skin. So I've been using this for like a month or so as my morning cleanser. But then I read on the packaging that it says removes makeup, leaves skin soft. And so I thought, let's try it as a makeup remover. It is so good, you guys. I couldn't even believe it. So I've been using this for the past few nights as like both steps of my double cleanse. Usually I would use this or a makeup removal product and then use a different cleanser to really clean my skin. But like I said, so tired, no time to think, just want to like get done in the bathroom as quickly as possible. I just use this, remove my makeup, dry skin, rinse my face, dry my face, and then use it again on dry skin, rinse my face, and go on with the rest of my nighttime skincare routine. Love it. I'm so impressed with how well this takes off makeup, including mascara, because even when I'm not wearing much makeup at all, I still pretty much always wear mascara because I think it just really changes how I look in a really good way. So I'm always like wary of products that say that they remove makeup, but I never think that they'll actually remove mascara. This does. Just apply it to dry skin. It probably, yeah, it says wet face and apply a small amount of cleanser. I just use one full pump and it's so good. Like just, I never apply cleansers to a wet face anymore. I don't know the last time that I've done anything to my face when it was wet. Like I just like applying the products dry to my skin and you know, I don't know. I'm just weird. Maybe other people are like that, but this is so good. Highly recommend, and it really took me by surprise. Also, like I said, I've been using this as my morning cleanser for like a month, and I've been interchanging it with the Avalon Organics Intense Defense Vitamin C Cleansing Milk, which I bought around Black Friday, I think, from Target, and I really, really like this. It has a nice light citrus scent. I'm not a huge citrus scent person, which I'll talk about that with another product that I'm going to show you. But this is a really great morning cleanser, very gentle. It kind of, when my skin is dry, I feel like this kind of burns my skin. Like not, I am saying burn and that sounds terrifying, but I just mean like it kind of is sensitive on drier areas. I don't know if because of the citrus it has like a little bit of a like stingy feeling to dry skin, but it isn't drying to your skin, which is really, really nice. And I just think this is a nice like pick-me-up type of product in the morning. The Paula's Choice has absolutely no fragrance. It's just a creamy cleanser and it's really great for sensitive skin. And this is just really nice, and it's fun to interchange my products in the morning. So the other notable skincare stuff that I've been using is by Leilani, and you guys know I bought these 3 products from her during her Black Friday sale, and I refuse to allow myself to look at her website because if I even think about her products, I just want to buy and try more of them. So the one that is my kind of tangent about the citrus stuff is the Siren Serum. So this is a vitamin A and vitamin C serum. So that's your retinol and your vitamin C. And as you can see, I've used this much of it in about 2 months' time. This is extremely citrus scented. And I don't really like that. Like all the comments or the reviews about this product are, and all of her products are about how good they smell. This to me, like it's very citrusy. So if you like citrus, you'll probably like it. But to me, I don't particularly love that scent, and it's very strong. So you will smell like citrus all night. Like when you apply it, you're just gonna smell like citrus. It really sticks around. But I do really like this. I'm not gonna say that it's a miracle and that I love it. And I do use it very sparingly. I probably use it once or twice a week, and I just use one pump, and usually I mix it in with another oil. So either my sea buckthorn seed oil or my maracuja oil, just something to make this go farther on my skin, because this was, I think, over $50 for this bottle, and it's not something that I would want to have to repurchase very regularly. But at the same time, it's natural, so you want to use it up before it expires. So I do like this. Don't love the smell, but I like it. I'm not going to say I love that product yet, but I love these two products. These two are my favorite. You will be able to tell with the Aloha Ambrosia. I love this shit. Look how much I freaking used. Almost half of the bottle. I use one pump. I try to use like a little less than one pump, and this is my morning moisturizer. An oil as a moisturizer in the daytime with makeup on top. I never thought that I would want to do that. I don't know if it's because it's dry and cold right now. I don't know if I'll like this in the summer, but it's a very light, thin, quick absorbing oil, and I love it. My skin loves it. I don't love the smell of this one either. I don't know. Do I just have weird like nasal cavities that don't like these smells? But this one, I don't even know what this smells like, but I don't really like the smell of it. But I'm pretty much over it because I really, really like the product. Like I said, I've used so much of this already. I've used it, I think, every single day since I purchased this, which I try to stick with like the same moisturizer until I'm done with it. But I thought that I would not really like using an oil as my morning moisturizer, so I'm just very pleasantly surprised by this and how quickly it does absorb. I am a person that I prefer to get sleep in the morning than have time to get ready, so I'm pretty much rushing every single morning to do my makeup. So I don't have time like between putting on my moisturizer and doing my makeup to really wait for something to sink in or like do its magic. I need it to be sunk in and be able to do my makeup like right away. So what I do is I wash my face. Sometimes I'll use like a facial radiance pad by First Aid Beauty. Then I will apply my vitamin C serum. So I have one by Michelle and one by Drunk Elephant that I have been using on and off. And then I immediately apply the Aloha Ambrosia, and then I get dressed. So it kind of does have time to sink into my skin before I do my makeup. But right after I get dressed, which at the most takes like 1 minute because I've already set out my outfit the night before, then I go into doing my makeup. And it's already sunk into my skin. But my skin lately has been so like plump and nice. Like, obviously I'm young, so I don't have like really crepey or like wrinkly skin, but I can tell like it's really cold. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind outside, but it's been extremely windy, extremely cold, and my skin isn't like it was last year when I had extremely dry skin, very dehydrated. This year it just feels like my normal skin when the weather is actually like pleasant outside. And I really think that it has a lot to do with using an oil both day and night, because I always have used an oil at night, like pretty much ever since I started my YouTube channel. I've always used an oil at night, but never in the morning because I thought that it would be too slippery for my makeup. My makeup would wear off quicker. I haven't found that to be the case. Again, it is winter, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I really, really do love this, and I can't wait to see how long this lasts me. It probably will last me at least another 2 months, and maybe the weather will be warmer by then and we can see if I still like it, but so far I absolutely love it. And I also love her mermaid mask. Oh my god, it's so much fun to use this mask. You look like a sea monster. Like, to me, this isn't mermaid. This is like sea monster mask because it's green. It's like bluish green when you like smooth it onto your skin. And this is how much I've used of it. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it's a weird smell. Again, I don't know what is up with me. I just don't like these smells. But it's like a dryish kind of consistency. Like, you can't spread it on your skin. You have to apply water to it and then spread it on your skin. But if I'm having a like congested area on my skin, like my forehead has been breaking out a little bit, and like not really around my jawline lately, but like over the past few months that I've had this, different areas of my face have been congested, and so I apply it more directly to my skin in those areas, but then I add water to spread it out for the rest of my skin. And it can get very messy, so I always apply this before I'm going to shower. because I want to rinse it off like evenly and like completely, but I don't want there to be green water droplets all over my bathroom because I'm like a disaster when I wash my face, like everything's wet. So I need to do it in the shower to not have a green bathroom by the end of it. But I really, really do like it. I think that it isn't like stripping to my skin. It doesn't say the ingredients on here, but I'm pretty sure this has honey as a base to it, which is a really great humectant, brings in the moisture to your skin, keeps it at your skin, and it also is, like, the other ingredients in this are purifying. So it's a really good balance of different like aspects to a mask. You're getting hydration and purification. Love this, love this, love this, and I really want to do this mask with Michael and then take a picture and put it on Instagram because she does Mermaid Mask Mondays, and she like picks a winner every week based on the pictures, and I think that would be really cute. So maybe I can talk him into using it and see how that goes, but it's just really nice. Love the ethos behind her brand. I really, really want to support her brand ongoing, and I really enjoyed the product so far. So those are all the beauty things. A few fashion things before I get into anything else, but I'm looking at these cookies. Okay, this is just an update. This isn't like a favorite. I posted on my Instagram that I bought these Girl Scout s'mores cookies from my boss's granddaughter. And Girl Scout cookies, side note, have gone up in price, people. They're $4 now. Didn't they used to be $3.50? 50%, or not 50%, 50-cent increase. That's, I don't know, we're all struggling a little bit, and now the Girl Scouts are trying to take all our money from us, but of course I'm going to support them because I was a Girl Scout too. But I love s'mores. Like, s'mores is my favorite dessert. Like, if I had to narrow it down from all the amazing chocolate-based desserts that I love, and creme brulee, oh my god, I'm on a creme brulee kick right now, you guys. S'mores to me is the best of all of the things that I love. It has something crunchy and like neutral, so like the graham cracker. It has something like soft and mushy, the marshmallow, and then it has chocolate. Like, what could be better than that? So anytime I see s'mores flavored anything, I basically will pay whatever it takes to get it. So seeing Girl Scout s'mores cookies, and there was only one box left, so I had to buy it. I'm not very impressed, you guys. Okay, as you can see, I've eaten like half of the box. So I can tell you, like, for a fact, my opinion. So they're basically just like these square cookies, and it has like a graham cracker bottom, and then they're covered in chocolate. It has the smallest layer of marshmallow. They shouldn't even call this s'mores because it doesn't even taste like s'mores to me. And I feel like I have a palate for chocolate that it just needs to be so chocolatey or like so extreme in flavor that I just can't appreciate anything less than the best. So I have really high expectations for anything with s'mores or chocolate or whatever, and these just don't do it for me. Like, they're super good. If you guys have had the Thanks a Lot cookies from Girl Scouts, which are basically like shortbread and chocolate, it tastes exactly like those, just with more chocolate, which is never a bad thing to me. So I just had to mention that because I posted it on Instagram, but I hadn't tried them by that point. So now I have, and I don't know. It's good to support the Girl Scouts, but if you're looking for s'mores, a s'mores kick, like, that's not gonna give it to you. Okay, 2 clothing pieces. The first is just a really pretty dress that I'm going to wear this weekend. Michael is coming to visit, and we pretty much see each other every weekend, but we were both on like different trips this past weekend, so I really can't wait to see him. And I wanted to take him on like a romantic date. We haven't been on a romantic date in quite a while because we've just been having fun with other people whenever we see each other. So I was like, we're gonna go on a date and we're gonna go to one of our favorite places in town, and I'm just really excited. So I'm gonna wear this dress because when I did a video a while ago and I wore that off the shoulder top, you guys really complimented me so much, and I was like, wow, maybe I should like try more off the, did I say off the top? Off the shoulder top. So I found this dress at H&M, and it's like a off the shoulder, but like not completely off the shoulder top. It's kind of like comes up on your shoulder a little bit, but it's like that really pretty neckline that shows off your collarbones. And it's just black, which you guys know I love. It has a nice seam at the waist, like the smallest part of my waist. And then I'm gonna say it's like a midi dress length, but like basically it goes to my shins, if I had to say. And then the back is what is really pretty. It's like this crisscross drape with a little like peekaboo back. But this part covers where my bra would be. So I'm just really excited to wear this, and it's just really comfy, and it was $40, which I don't think is bad for a nice dress, and I just really, really loved it when I tried it on. So I can't wait to wear that, and hopefully we'll take a picture together that I can post on Instagram. We pretty much only ever take selfies, and I'm always the one that takes pictures. So if it was up to Michael, we would have no pictures together. So maybe we'll get like a full-length picture of us. That would be really nice because we don't have one yet. And then the other thing that I love that I also got at H&M, I got both of these things, let's see, 3 weekends ago when I was visiting Michael. We went to the mall, which we haven't really like ever been to the mall together. And so he bought a ton of stuff at Uniqlo and H&M, and I found these two things at H&M, and they're both my favorites. So those were good purchases. So this is a new winter coat, and I am obsessed. So it's like a trench, like a wool trench coat. And it's this beautiful like camel color. I really, really love it. It's lined, it's beautiful, it has great pockets. I will try it on so you guys can see, because holding it up isn't gonna do it justice. I think it is one of the most beautiful coats that I have ever seen, and like the price was like a sticker shock because it was $100. So I was like, I don't know if I want to get it, but a coat, like a good coat, I will wear for years. And I know that I will wear this for years, and I don't have any coats of this color. My other winter coat is black. So I thought this was a really nice balance. It had long enough sleeves that it wasn't like I don't have extremely long arms, but I don't have short arms. So some shirts like don't reach all the way to my hands, and I really hate that. This has the perfect length sleeves. It's longer, so it's nice for this windy, crazy weather, and I just think it's classy, beautiful, everything I want in a coat. So I'm really, really happy with that purchase, and Michael and I are going into the city, into New York, in a few weekends, 2 weekends, and I just feel like this is the perfect New York coat. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be so fancy in New York in my new jacket. So I cannot wait to wear that, and I love it. And the other fashion thing are my boots. So these are not new at all. These are my Lucky Brand leather boots that I have had, oh my god, probably for at least 4 years. I love these boots like more than I can ever describe to you guys. So I've been needing to replace them because the heels and like the inside part of the boot were like basically destroyed because I've worn them for every single winter for 4 years. But other than that, they're in perfect condition. So I've been trying to look for replacement pairs, but I just never have found anything I like nearly as much. The leather on these boots is amazing. They've held up perfectly. I love the color. I love literally everything about them, other than the fact that the heels and stuff were wearing away. So in Michael's town, they have like a cobbler. We don't have one here, so I couldn't take my shoes to get fixed here. So thank God I'm dating someone that has a cobbler in his town, because he took them to the cobbler and they fixed the heels, and now they are perfect. Like, these are brand new shoes to me. Like, oh my God, but they're my favorite right now because they were at the like cobbler shop for I think like a month or so. So I didn't have any, I didn't have my shoes to wear. I was wearing like Uggs to work. I felt like such a slob, but I didn't have any other warm shoes to wear. So I'm so happy to have them back. I've been wearing them every single day. I never want to be without them. And Lucky Brand needs to make those boots again. Like, they have good shoes still, but they need to bring back those exact boots because I want them in black. So those are my fashiony things. And then some entertainment stuff. I have a music suggestion, TV suggestions, and movies to talk about. So my music suggestion is the XX's new album, I See You. The XX is Michael's like favorite band. He loves them. I had never even heard of them. Like, I've never heard of pretty much any of the music Michael listens to. He's such a hipster when it comes to music. So he introduced me to the XX, and when their new album came out, we both got on the first day, and we're going to see them in concert in May. We're very, very excited. And this album, you guys, is so good. It's just so good. It's only 10 songs, but every one is amazing. My favorites though are Dangerous, Say Something Loving. I'm pretty much gonna name like every single song. On Hold is also really good. That was their first single. I Dare You is really good. Me and Michael really like that song. And Replica. I think Replica might be my favorite based on like the sound of it. Like at this one part, it just like picks up and it's, oh my god, it's beautiful. It gives me chills. So they have great lyrics, great like mixes, riffs, everything. The lyrics, how can I like say it anymore? They're just so good. But what's funny is that when we first were dating, they played on SNL, and so we watched it. It was the same night that Kristen Wiig was the guest host. And they performed On Hold, and they had the weirdest, awkwardest dance moves. Like, they were just going like this, like with their guitars. So every time I hear that song and me and Michael are together, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to dance like this at the concert because it was just like the weirdest, funniest thing I've ever seen. So they're really good. Don't watch their dance moves if you can help it, but listen to the CD. I have not listened to anything else since it came out, and I think it came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm obsessed, balls deep obsessed with it. It's so good. Okay, for TV, I recently had an HBO 1-month trial on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you can try HBO for a month for free. And it just recently ended, like, my trial of it, so I have to get Michael's HBO password to be able to continue to watch my shows. But while I had the trial, I watched 3 shows that were really amazing, and I definitely wanted to mention them to you. Westworld. Everyone and their freaking dog loves this show. It's so good, you guys. If you have HBO or can do the free trial, watch it. I finished it in probably a week or something. It is amazing. Evan Rachel Wood's acting is next level. Like, all of their acting is so good, but she is just so smooth with her transitions between like being normal Dolores and being like that inquisitive, more human-like Dolores. And then when Bernard will say to her, like, what does he say? Oh, limit emotional affect. And then she goes like bland basically and just talks like a robot. You really think she is a robot, but she's acting, and it's so good. The story is amazing. It like really makes you think. I cannot wait for season 2. I think it's gonna be amazing. So amazing. And it's a really good show, like, after every episode to talk about it with someone. So whether they have already seen it or they're watching it at the same time as you, it's just a really good show to talk through. And that also reminds me, Michael and I finished watching The Man in the High Castle season 2. We love the show, we're obsessed, and that's another show that if you talk through it, like, not during the show, I talk during shows, and Michael has taught me not to really do that, to save my questions for, like, pausing the show and talking about it, but I have so many questions. Anyway, just watch Man in the High Castle, watch Westworld, and talk it out after every episode. That would be my suggestion to get the most out of it, because they're very heavy shows, and I think you can learn a lot from hearing it from another person's perspective. You just like realize things that you might have not really noticed. Okay, also on HBO, I watched The Night Of, which is a mini-series. Great mini-series. Very, very hard to watch at certain points. Very depressing. Actually a happy ending in my perspective. And it definitely makes you never want to have like be in the position to have to go to jail or anything like that. Like, it is traumatizing to think about going to jail to me. I just thought it was really interesting and very realistic and heartbreaking, very extremely heartbreaking to see someone's life change based on one decision, one evening, and how it affects every single person in your family, how it affects your finances, the way you make decisions after the fact. And I don't know, it's just really interesting, especially if you're into like crime type of shows. I think you would appreciate The Night Of and see a different perspective of that type of like crime and like going through trial and that like not knowing whether someone's innocent or guilty. It's just really, really interesting. And then something way lighter than any of those other shows, and possibly my favorite show that I watched on HBO during my free trial, was Silicon Valley. And this was a suggestion from my Uncle Doug. Him and my Aunt Gina watched it and said that I would really, really like it. And I love it. I almost finished all 3 seasons in a week, but then my subscription ended, so I couldn't finish it. But it's so good, you guys. Like, I know you don't know me in real life, but I feel like you know my humor. And if you like I Love You, Man, what are other movies? Step Brothers. If you like Parks and Recreation, The Office, what else could I compare it to? I don't know. If you have that type of humor and you know what type of humor you have, you should really try Silicon Valley. It is funny. It's like super funny, but it also has a really great story. Like, it actually has plot and it's plausible. Like, nothing is so crazy that you can't imagine it actually happening. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's like right on the money of like funny and realistic. I love, I don't know the actor's name, but he plays, oh my god, what is his name in the show? Jared. His real name is Donald, I think, but everyone calls him Jared, and he's been in The Office. He was like a reoccurring character in The Office. He's so funny. Him and Guilfoyle might be my favorite characters, but I also love every single one of them. I like Guilfoyle and, oh my god, what is that other guy's name? I really don't remember their names right now, but seriously, any of them interacting with each other is really funny. And I read that they do a lot of like improv on the show when they're shooting, and it just seems like me and my friends are joking around with each other and like going off on these tangents and being like super invested in these tangents. Like, that is exactly how this show is, so it's very relatable to me. And then, last but not least, movies. I'm sure you guys who are movie fanatics like me know that the Oscar nominations came out yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know what day it is, you guys, but I was very excited to see some of the movies that I really have enjoyed lately on the Best Picture list. So the only movies that I've seen that are nominated for Best Picture are La La Land and Arrival, and those are 2 of the movies that I like the most out of any movie I've ever seen in my life. Arrival is so good. It's such a good sci-fi movie. I saw it twice, once with Michael, once with my dad, and I really wanted to see it another time with my sister, but they weren't showing it in theaters anymore. So I'm hoping that like they'll bring it back into theaters for the people that didn't get to see it, and now it's nominated. I think that would be like nice. But it's super good. Great acting by Amy Adams. I think she's so strong in this movie, and seeing it for a second time really, like, I don't know, it just gave me more from, even just seeing it the first time and me being like, whoa, this is like super, super amazing and so interesting to think about. Seeing it the second time, I could focus on things that I knew to focus on and catch those little things, and it's just amazing. I really love it. La La Land is a completely different movie than that. It's not a happy movie, but it makes me feel happy when I watch it until like the last like 30 minutes of it. The last 30 minutes are amazing and really are powerful and really make you think. To me, the whole movie is very realistic. Like, there are some fantasy parts to it, and like the musical aspect isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I thought it would be super corny and super lame, but I love it. I thought that Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling really played off of each other really well. I loved Emma Stone in this. I'm not a huge Emma Stone fan, which I know is like very controversial to say, but I really liked her in this. And I was kind of obsessed with the soundtrack for probably a month after I watched it for the first time. I've seen La La Land 3 times now, so that shows you how much I love it. I think it's a really good movie to see with a partner, like someone you're dating or you're serious with, because it does bring up aspects to relationships that I think are really important to talk about and see your partner's perspective on. And it isn't a really happy ending to it. So it's just a really interesting, realistic movie, and it's not like every other love story movie out there, and it's not how I would expect a musical to be, because it's not all happy, and I don't know, it's just really good. I really love it, and I'm very happy that it's nominated for Best Picture, but I don't think it's gonna win because there's a lot of strong movies that are nominated, and me and Michael have every intention to see all of the nominated movies before the Oscars, so we have exactly 1 month to see like 5 or more movies, because we've only seen those 2. And there's Moonlight, which I really want to see. When we were in Brooklyn, 2 ladies that we met at one of the bars we went to had just seen Moonlight and were raving about it, and that was all the way back in October. So we should have seen it back when they raved about it, but we haven't seen it yet. Manchester by the Sea, I know is going to be heartbreaking, and I don't know. I don't really want to see it because I don't want to be super depressed, but I want to see it since it's nominated. Lion looks good. Let's see what else was nominated. I'm trying to remember all this on a half asleep brain, and I can't, but I just really want to try to see all the movies, and I don't know if we'll be able to. Oh, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water. There was another H. Hidden Figures. Ooh, I cannot wait to see that. I was going to see that with my mom and Rachel 2 weekends ago, I think, but it just didn't fit into our schedules. But now we definitely have to see it ASAP. That looks so, so good. It's really exciting. I love movies. You guys know that. I love movies and TV shows, and so this is just my jam. But it's so weird. I don't typically watch... I don't watch the Oscars or the Golden Globes or the Emmys or anything. I don't watch them as they're on, because I don't know, I just find it to be so drawn out and so boring to me. So I just wait till all the nominees or all the winners are announced the next day, and then I just go off of that. So I don't know, I probably won't even watch the Oscars, to be honest, but I really love it for some reason. I just love seeing what are supposedly the best movies and whatever. So that is about it. I feel like I've talked forever, and I probably have. This video is probably a movie length long, but I am going to go eat some food, eat these cookies that I said that I didn't really like, but I'm gonna eat them because they are actually good. They're just not s'moresy. And I am going to look forward to seeing Michael in 24 hours. So I cannot wait for you guys to see this and to post this video, because I have really, really missed you, like I said, and it's just really nice to catch up with you and on all this stuff that makes me really happy. I love to share with you guys, and it's just been such a crazy time, so it's fun to just sit down and talk about stuff that's frivolous and fun and just whatever. I'm like sweating to death. I can't even think anymore. So I'm going to go. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you as soon as I can. So I'll see you then. Bye.